You're listening to a Countout Podcast.
Hello, people of Earth, and hello, people of the New Japan Pro Wrestling fandom. This is your good friend Curtis Spears coming at you today with another Okada's Shorts short. This one covering the New Japan Cup 2023. We were going to wait another couple of days and have a nice, long discussion about what's been happening in the New Japan Cup so far, but after seeing the first 2 days of action, there's only been 4 matches in this New Japan Cup so far, and we've got so much to talk about. We called an audible. We have to bring you the content. Here it is, Okada Shorts, the return. We're talking about the New Japan Cup 2023. This is some exciting times. Rafe's going to cover nights 3 and 4. I'm going to cover nights 1 and 2 right now. Oh my God. Let's start at the beginning. The first match for the New Japan Cup 2023, Tetsuya Naito defeating El Phantasmo in 17 minutes and 32 seconds with Polvo de Estrella. So, this might have been the best match that El Phantasmo's had since turning heavyweight. It might be the best match that he's had in New Japan proper. It was in, I believe, Korakuen Hall. Let's double check that. It was in Korakuen Hall. He's had some bangers in Korakuen Hall. He had a great one with Robbie at Korakuen Hall last year, and he's now had a great one with Tetsuya Naito. It's definitely his best match since turning heavyweight. Phantasmo was a big favorite in this match. He came out, he didn't do his normal heel shtick. He was doing things that you could see that he was thinking about going back to the normal heel shtick of stealing someone's merchandise and throwing it away, or, going to give a high five to a fan and then at the last second, too slow, that sort of thing. And no, he actually did it. He was winning the crowd over. We've been talking for a long time about how ELP might be the next leader of the Bullet Club. And that would be very cool. But we've also been talking for a long time about how ELP should turn face. And those two things definitely seem to be mutually exclusive. So you can't have it both ways. It seems at this point we've got ELP turning face. More on that soon. The match is very hot. There's a lot of power going through this match. You can feel it. The crowd is into it. Korakuen is white hot. Naito is, he's trying to get under ELP's skin. ELP isn't letting it happen. He's feeling that babyface flame coming from the crowd. He's definitely got he's got a lot of thinking left to do about where he's going with this character. Did we want to see him win and become the leader of Bullet Club? Yes. Did we want to see him lose? No. Did we want to see him become a face? Yes. Unfortunately, you have to get one to get the other. ELP, he's put Naito through a lot. Thunder Kiss 86 with his new heavier body and frame is definitely a killer. He gave him a fantastic Hurricane Rana from the top rope. He almost hit him with the CR2. That would have been good night. He kicked out of the Destino, which is not as protected as it should be probably, but that's okay. It showed that he's got a lot of fire and the crowd ate it up. Unfortunately, he did fall to a pinning combination of Polvo de Estrella, Polvo de Estrella, and that was all she wrote. But afterwards, ELP said it himself, he's not a leader, he's a class clown. Okay, we can get that. He's a lovable scamp. Okay, he's always kind of been a lovable scamp. And I don't know if there's room for that in Bullet Club now. And we'll see why shortly. Second match. Second match was a fantastic match. Sonata, ? In a fantastic match against Taichi. Now, Taichi was a heavy favorite coming into this. Go home Taichi chants, those are done. Those are 2018. You're done with that. Okay? It was all Let's Go Taichi. All of it. The crowd was adoring him, and it was fantastic to see. And they believed in him. They really believed in him. Sanada comes out. He's extra lethargic. I mean, he is not in the match. He's not feeling it. He doesn't care. Halfway through the match, Taichi, about 10 minutes in, starts just yelling at him, stomping on him. Your heart's not in this. What are you doing? Roll over and give up. And that's when a switch is flipped. Taichi kicks Sanada so hard he kicks his heart into gear. Sanada starts firing up. Sanada goes hard for Taichi. He starts showing him fighting spirit, which is something you never see from Sanada in situations like this. He's always too cool for school, and the crowd recognized it. They could feel that energy surging out of Sanada. They could feel that fighting spirit really rising to the occasion against his, well, we all say friend, in Taichi. We all know that there's something between these two. Commentary was comparing it to when Yoshihashi had to slap some sense into Hiroki Goto. And it kind of did feel like that. Is Sanada's time in LIJ done? Maybe. Is Sanada's time as the cold skull, the too cool for school, the I'm actually just here so I don't get fined, Sanada, is that done? Seems like it. We said in our best case scenario, worst case scenario, that Sanada would be the worst case scenario because he would sleepwalk through another title defense or another title challenge where he doesn't actually win anything. And it seems like this Sanada wasn't sleepwalking. I mean, he was for the first 10 minutes of the match, but that was a story they were telling. It was odd to see someone who obviously did not give a shit. I reached for the phone a couple of times. I was like, this is exactly what I don't want. Finish him off, Taichi. Let's fucking go. Let's get this over with. And that's when Sanada decided, I guess he heard me. I guess he could sense me not giving a shit and said, I'm going to make that guy believe. And I think he did. Sanada debuted a new finisher and won the match. It was like a modified behind the back DDT sort of thing. It was reminiscent of the of Mercedes' new moneymaker, the Monet Maker, and they hit it well. Taichi after the match says that Sanada's time in LIJ should probably be over. I tend to agree with him. Is he going to be just the fifth guy? Maybe. I did notice during the match that Taichi, I always talk about how much I love Taichi coming out in the idea of him coming out in all white. And he came out with his new white overcoat, which was really cool, but he still had his black and gold gear underneath. And then I noticed that Sanada also came out in his white, black, and gold. And that was pretty cool. There was a lot of visual storytelling there. So put them together. Let them challenge Bishamon. I mean, they're already matching, They love each other. They do. Now kiss. Okay? Now kiss. Okay. Third match. The New Japan 51st anniversary show. Oh man, 51 years in New Japan. That's so cool. 51st anniversary show. We're getting Shota Umino and the pimp Yujiro Takahashi. I don't know. No more Yujiro. It's over. Dude is washed, rinsed, hung out to dry. He is finished. He cannot go any further. You have set up Shota Umino to fail. He didn't have great chemistry with Naito. Fine. The next person you put him with is Yujiro Takahashi. Come on, guys. You put Shooter in there against somebody who knows what they're capable of and can help him. He is still a very young man. He does still need a little bit of help. Yujiro ain't it. Yujiro is not the guy who can help out a young man and take them to a higher level. Shooter needs to be in there with someone who can kind of not babysit him. He doesn't need babysat. He needs someone who can raise the bar. His matches with Will were very good because Will knows how to hit that next level. Am I saying you should have him beat Will in the first round of the New Japan Cup? No, obviously not. But there are plenty of people who can take him to that next level. Yoshihashi could have done that. Goto could have done that. Shingo Takagi could have done that. I don't know what stories you want to tell with these guys, and it might be stories that you can't tell by having them lose in the first round. But there are people that can do that. Minoru Suzuki. Okay? You're already telling a different story with him. Fine. How about Yuji Nagata? Yuji Nagata could have, easily had a one-off match with Shooter and had a fantastic time. Okay? Okay, but yeah, Yuji Nagata is not a bad guy, and we want Shota to be the clear face. That's fine, but you're not telling a story of Shota versus the House of Torture. You're telling the Strong Style versus House of Torture. So where's the connection there? Who knows? This match was mid. I don't mean to say it like that. Shooter's got so much upside. I still believe it's coming. I have not sold off my stonks in Shooter. He's going to be huge. But putting him up against a slow-moving dinosaur like Yujiro Takahashi, that ain't the move. You can't strap a rocket ship to a brontosaurus and expect to get a good match. It's just not going to happen. I'm stumbling over my words here because I just don't care. I don't care about this match. I want Yujiro to go away. I don't hate him as, Pin Eater for House of Torture, multi-man. He just doesn't have a place in a major singles tournament anymore. Yujiro's done. He's finished. I hate that. I hate that you have stuck Shooter in this. A Shooter at this point should not be carrying people to better matches. Shooter should still have the training wheels on a little bit. And it's almost like they set him up for failure in this match. It was bad. Shooter wins, he advances to the next round, but man, don't ever do that again. Yujiro's done. Yujiro's finished. Love the guy. He's a lot of fun. Member of the House of Torture. He comes out, he's the pimp. He's got the cane. Things like no more G1. No more New Japan Cup. Nothing. Okay. Yujiro can sometimes take a pin in the World Tag League if you need him to, be the pin eater for Evil. That's fine. No more singles tournaments for this guy. He can't do it anymore. I don't say that very often, but it's true. We're done. We're done here. Okay. And finally, here it is. We get our first look at the Rebel David Finlay in his new Bullet Club gear. The Rebel Club. Finlay he's going to shock the world here shortly. I feel it. Like, he already shocked the world by coming to Bullet Club. He's taken leaps and bounds since he came back a couple of years ago to challenge Lance Archer for the U.S. Title. He won a World Tag League with Juice Robinson. They had a good run with the tag belts. He had a great run in the G1 where he beat Will Ospreay and had some really emotional matches with Juice. That was great. And now he's there as what we predict to be the new leader of Bullet Club. He's come out with Ghetto. He's come out with a new look. He's come out with new gear. He's come out with a new song. He's a new man. Black hair with a silver streak through it. Fully playing into that I don't give a fuck about you vibe. He's going to end people. His first match is against a man like Tomohiro Ishii. He's not the easiest win to get in the world. And The Rebel comes out hard-hitting, angry, wanting to make a statement, and I think that this was a statement for him. There was a spot in the match that I saw where he hit Ishii with a huge move, and he went for a pin, and Ishii kicked out. At that point, he makes a face that was very reminiscent of a Jay White face. Shock, disgust, surprise, a little bit of sadness. And instead of continuing with that look, you watch him as he hardens himself against it. He gets angry about it. That's something that Jay never did. And it's something that Davey did in his first match as the new leader of Bullet Club. He had a killer attitude, an absolute axe murderer attitude. The dude is going to shake things up. Is this a new era? Yes. This is now the Rebel Club era. He's the new leader of Bullet Club. So when we put him up next to the picture of Prince Devitt, AJ Styles, Kenny Omega, Jay White, David Finlay. He's got a long way to go to fill the boots, but I think he's going to make Bullet Club refreshing again. And the way he's going to do it is he's going to make people play his game. Gone are the Bullet Clubbers who are laughing and playing and having fun and horsing around. No more. I'm pretty sure he's going to turn Bullet Club into a lean, mean group of stone cold killers. He's going to take what Fale is doing in Tamashi right now, getting the rogue army together, and he's going to turn Bullet Club into the heel faction. Not the House of Torture kind of heel faction where everybody's cheating. No. The angry faction. The hit you in the face instead of looking at you faction. The shoot first, ask questions later Bullet Club. That's what the Rebel Club's going to be. And that's why I don't think that ELP fits in anymore. And I think that now that ELP is turning face, he's goofing off and playing with the crowd, and that's not going to fly. That's not going to fly in Davey Chan's. That's not going to fly in the Rebels Bullet Club. So, am I doing a Krusty is Coming with this, this Bullet Club civil war between the goofy Bullet Club and the angry, evil Bullet Club? Maybe. But I'm amped for it. First thoughts first. I'm sitting down right now. We've just finished watching the show. I'm sitting down right now to record my thoughts. Dude, let's go. ELP versus David Finlay for the heart of Bullet Club. Let's fucking go. Let's go. That's the Bullet Club Civil War. None of this Jay versus Evil. No. We're done. We're done with that. Krusty's not coming. Krusty is coming with ELP versus David Finlay. Calling my shot. Here it comes. He's going to streamline Bullet Club. ELP is going to take all those goofballs and he's going to turn them into his own little army to fight against Davey's stone cold killers. And that's what I'm here for. Look for something to happen at Dontaku. It's coming. I feel it. I don't think it'll be Sakura Genesis. I think it's going to be Dontaku. Because that's where Bullet Club's going to get born again. All right. Well, thank you very much for listening to this Okada Shorts short. If you like what you hear, please turn into our normal shows, which are usually very long, longer freeform discussions with your bad friend Rafe Houston and I, talking about just general vibing it, feeling it. You can also find me on the Throw and Dice podcast if you like things like tabletop role-playing games, tabletop board gaming, D&D, Warhammer, that sort of stuff. You can find Rafe on the Faces and Feels cast, where he talks to different independent pro wrestlers about their stories and gets like a behind the scenes look with them. Really great stuff. Get to know a lot of new wrestlers. And you can also find us on the Countout Podcasting Network. We have a Patreon where you can find other behind the scenes shows with Rafe and I. You can find all sorts of different free shows on there as well, from things like Your Dose of Death with Lauren, How to Talk to Your Friend About Pro Wrestling, which is a fantastic show. You can find Ring Post Radio, where you talk up to date news with our beloved Countout producers. It's a great podcasting network, and we want you to listen to as much of it as you can if you love pro wrestling. And at this point, if you're listening to some nerds sit here talk about the first 2 nights of the New Japan Cup, you probably do, and we appreciate you for it. So, from our family and friends at the Countout Podcasting Network to all of you out there, keep it right, keep it tight, keep it what? Rebellious.
Hi guys, this is Lauren, your proud host of Your Dose of Death. Just giving you a little quick tune-in to make sure to listen to Your Dose of Death. Each and every single episode, I provide a different lens into the world of deathmatch, whether it be wrestlers, content creators, or anyone in between. Make sure to listen to me each and every single episode to get a different lens into the death. And please, make sure to listen to Your Dose of Death.
This has been a Countout Podcast.